No justice, no peace. 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 No justice, no peace.
No justice, no peace.
We're here today to mark the 1-year anniversary of Erick Portillo, a 15-year-old who was taken away from us unjustly by murderers. And we are here to say we deserve better. We deserve better public safety. We deserve better protections from the city, from the county. And we call upon the leadership to do their job, provide the protection services and the support services for the victims. And we're going to talk about that here today. My name is Edward Escobar. I'm the founder of Coalition for Community Engagement, the Citizens Unite movement, and we're here to make a difference. Because si se puede, yes we can, make a difference when we stand together, united, and call out the failed leadership for their failed policies. So I have next is Brenda Angulo, and she is the mother of Erick Portillo. And this is very devastating and very difficult for victims, the moms particularly, to come and speak, to pour their heart out, to be heard. So listen to her, feel her pain, because that's what we're here to share with you, that victims have real lives and it causes real damage. Brenda Angulo.
My name is Brenda. I am the mother of Erick Portillo. Erick was a 15-year-old and was murdered on August 1st on 2023 in front of our home in Hayward. Erick died in front of me and his pup Coco. I had to live with his trauma for the rest of my life. Even his pup is traumatized after hearing gunshots and Erick dying in front of her. But I believe if I relive it every day. I have to relive the image of my son dying in front of me. I remember that as I performed CPR on my son, all I could think of is, when will the first responders arrive to help me keep my son alive? I remember telling my son, Erick, hold on, help is on its way. Their arrival felt like eternity, yet I continued to fight for his life, telling him to hold on and not leave me. This feeling of desperation, fear of losing my son forever, made me call out to God out loud from the top of my lungs, and I said, Father, please, don't take my son. Not yet. But that wasn't enough. God made Erick my angel. I then thought how I was going to tell his father that our son is gone forever. How I was going to tell his sister that her brother is her angel now. I felt the pain that I don't know how to explain. All I can say is it's the worst pain I have ever felt and that I had to endure. The feeling of anguish I felt then and I continue to feel now will never go unnoticed. Ever since my family and I are no longer the same. We wake up and go to sleep feeling empty, heartbroken, filled with anguish, and feeling disappointed on how no justice has been served for almost a year. How can that be? I am here to make it crystal clear to Hayward Police Department that I am not going away. It can take 6 months. It can take 6 years. I will continue to fight for my baby. I will not give up on his investigation because I know he wouldn't give up on me and for those he loved. I know that for a fact. He was such a loyal being. I want Hayward Police Department to work harder on my son's investigation. We want results. Our family entire family wants results. I'm asking for help from the public to get answers, though. If anyone knows anything, please contact Detective Green Homicide Department in Hayward, California. On that morning, August 1st, 2023, I never thought that it would be the last morning and day I was going to see my beautiful son alive. On this day, Eden Housing organized a community event. Erick was volunteering to set up for the festivities. I will never forget that morning. I was washing dishes and Erick came behind me and gave me a tight hug and a kiss on my cheek. The last hug and last kiss. After that, he got ready for the day and went to volunteer. Hours later, I went downstairs to get my mail. As I was walking back to my apartment, I heard, "Mom." I turned back and he waved at me and he looked so proud of helping. And I was very proud of him. Hours later, he was taken from us forever. I used to feel comfort in waking up in the middle of the night to check on my babies. I see them in their beds, sleeping so cozy and safe in their beds. I miss that. I yearn for that comfort again. Erick was such a beautiful boy inside out. He was such a passionate soul. He stood up for the weak. He stood up for the right thing without no fear. He helped those he saw struggle and was there for those who felt alone. He was everyone's friends. He never judged anyone and showed everyone love and loyalty. He was such a forgiving being. He never held a grudge. He had this smile that lit the entire room. His laughter brought everyone together. He was so loved by his family, friends, teachers, coaches, and peers at school. He was a role model to the younger kids. At school, he would make friends with autistic kids so they wouldn't be bullied. My little boy had a huge heart. I miss you so much, Erick. Erick's favorite sport was football. He played since he was 6 years old until he was in high school and freshman. He never made it to the sophomore year. He was planning to play college football and eventually make it to the NFL. These murders took that from Erick. From his dreams and his goals, I shielded my son so much. I advocated for him to the end so these people can just come to my doorstep and take him away. He didn't even get to live life to become successful. A successful young man that he was destined to be as a resilient mother, as a loving mother. I was not going to ever give up on my little boy to be a successful young man. That is what good parents do. They don't condone corruption for their children and they lead them away from all that and lead them and direct them to success. Erick loved gaming. He was very smart with technology and he also thought of being a computer engineer. I get lost in a trance. Just imagine how it would have been to see my son graduate from high school, go to prom with a beautiful girl. See him graduate college and play football, getting married and become a father. I miss going to his games. I questioned why Erick died by the gun if he didn't live by the gun. He wasn't in a gang or had any criminal record. I never thought that his life would be taken like this. Erick was my prince, the love of my life, my everything. Considering that the crimes happen frequently in low-income communities and murders happen every day, I feel like my son's case has been put on the back burner as an additional murder. As a loving mother, as a resilient mother who wants justice for my son's murder, I will never stop being his voice. I will never stop calling Hayward PD for updates. I'm here for the long haul until justice is served. The Eden Housing, who failed us tremendously and did not listen to my cry for help. So many complaints. Who failed to provide us safety that we deserved. My son would have still have been alive today. I am asking for help from the community. Please, if you know Something, help my little boy get his justice he deserves. If you know anything, please call Detective Green in Hayward Police Homicide Department. Thank you.
No justice?
No peace.
No justice?
No peace.
No justice?
No peace.
No justice?
No peace.
Very heartfelt. And Brenda, thank you for pouring your heart out, because this is what makes a difference. We're standing here today in front of Hayward City Hall, and we're demanding that the leadership do their job and apply the resources necessary so that we could bring this case closure, so we could give some peace, some tranquility of what's possible to Erick's mom, Brenda. Please, you hear that, please. She's asking, she's pleading for the help from the city, from Hayward PD, from the mayor, from the council, from the DA. Everyone needs to collaboratively work together so that we could get results against this out of control crime wave that's taking over the East Bay area and the Bay Area at large. So next we have Brenda Grisham, and she is the co-founder of SAFE, which is Save Alameda County for Everyone, and that is the Pamela Price recall. Brenda Grisham.
Good afternoon. We are here once again with another mother who is broken because of the loss of her son. It will be a year next week. And as she said, he won't graduate from high school. She won't see him get married. She won't see him have children because someone chose to take her son's life. And that's unfair. A lot of innocent people are getting killed every single day. And the world is just spinning like it doesn't happen until it happens to you. And then it becomes important. Life is so precious. These families are hurting. Like they said earlier, the officials need to do their job. If you need more evidence, you need to speak up. We want the public to start playing a bigger role in fighting crime. We expect the officials to do it by themselves. They can't do it by themselves. If you saw something on August the 1st, 2023, that was just a year ago. You guys remember stuff from 5 years ago when you was in high school. If you saw anything, please come forward. Please bring some justice to this baby. Please bring some closure to this mother, to the father, to the sister, cousins. One murder affects hundreds of people, his friends. So we're just pleading today to the public to do what needs to be done and assist this mom in bringing some closure for the justice of her son, and to the district attorney's department when they are brought in, if Pamela Price is still in office, to do their job and hold them accountable. Whatever the law says being accountable, that's what we want done. Thank you.
Thank you, Brenda Grisham. Yeah, we want prosecution to the full extent of the law. The full extent. Not a little slap on the wrist. There needs to be real consequences. You commit the crime, you do the time, there needs to be consequences. Otherwise, you get what we've got now. And the lack of public safety. If you don't have public safety, you can't have anything else. People are dying, businesses are dying, our communities are dying. And this is unacceptable. In today's day and age, and the amount of money that we pay in taxes for protections, we deserve to receive the results of what we pay for. So if you can't step up, you need to step off as a leader. Show leadership. Do your job. So our next speaker is Carmen Montaño, and she is the mayor of Milpitas.
Thank you very much. I am here in solidarity. Do you want me to stand here? I am here in solidarity. I stand in solidarity with these fine folks that are here, the mother of Portillo, because imagine if that was to happen to your son, to your child. It's heartbreaking. Also, I want to let you know that we need laws to protect us, to protect our society. It is so important that the people that we elect, that they also make these laws that will help us, that will keep society safe. It is so important. This is why I'm here. I'm here in solidarity with these fine folks, because this is not right. It takes a village. It takes all of us. We need to stand together in unity to let others know. You may be saying, well, why is the city of Milpitas here? This is a regional issue. This is a national issue. It's everywhere, and we need to start. Please, folks, this is so important. For your own good, for your family's good, we need to stick together and make sure that our elected officials are doing their job. Please, I am here representing everyone, because I know that this is so important, not only for the mother, because imagine if that happened to you. Imagine if your child was taken from you. It's so important. It's so important. Please, again, I'm here in solidarity, standing, because this is not right. We need to make sure that these laws are being followed, and that there has to be accountability. Accountability. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Montaño, who's come all the way from Milpitas to support this call for public safety. Because if we don't call for it, apparently it's not going to happen. But the consequences there must be, and we all need to demand that. So together, we raise our voices, and it will be heard. We've had success doing that so far on many different levels. And today is no different, other than it is another marked anniversary of another death, of another victim who left this earth way too soon and had so much to bring to us, to his mom, to his family. This is not acceptable, and we are here to say that this must stop. We deserve better. 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 We deserve better.
We deserve better.
All right, next speaker is Rishi Kumar, and he is a candidate for Congress, correct? Or was? Okay, he was a congressional candidate and also former city council member for Saratoga, and he's also an author. And he could speak to using technology and what's happening here, how we should focus on crime prevention, because he's had great success in Saratoga, reducing crime significantly. So we are not all about mass incarceration, because we don't believe that that is the answer for everything. But we do need to focus on crime prevention. If you prevent the crime, then you don't have to go after a criminal and prosecute them and then incarcerate them and then try to reintegrate them into society. So let's focus on crime prevention. Rishi Kumar is here to speak on that topic.
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace.
No justice, no peace.
I'm here for Brenda. I'm here for Brenda. I'm here for Erick. Because it's a heart-wrenching, gut-wrenching story. I mean, it was such a sad story for me to hear about what happened to Erick. No child deserves to die in front of their home, in the arms of their mom. And that's the story we all heard today. It will make anyone weep. It's a sad story. And I could just feel the anguish that was emanating from Brenda's voice, her tears. Just very, very sad. But are we just going to listen to this and not do anything? You know, that's not the reason why I jumped into public service. Because for me, I was there for every single family, every single child. And I'm a little devastated that we have gone through a whole year and there's been no justice. We haven't found a way to take these criminals and put them to justice. That's not America. That's not America. That's not what we want to see. Public safety was a huge component of my agenda on the city council. And we dropped crime by 50% with diligent action. And if we can do that, if we apply the right types of policies, right types of measures, prevent gun violence, make sure we are applying different technology components, which is what we did in the city of Saratoga, we can make change happen in a positive way. And this is what I would like to ask from the bottom of my heart, from the district attorney, Pamela Price, from the city council members, from our law enforcement, to do their utmost, to not only catch these criminals and make them an example of what is wrong in our society, but to also make sure that these types of incidents will not happen again. If Erick is forgotten, there will be another Erick that will happen next month, next year. This will keep recurring. It's time to stop it now, today. It's time to stop it today, and we have to galvanize, coalesce as a community, bring together people. Governor Gavin Newsom is talking about community safety now. You know, when I was knocking on doors, people would tell me, why are you, a congressional candidate, talking about crime? But now, it's President Biden who's talking about crime. It's Donald Trump and Kamala Harris who are talking about crime. This is a national issue. It's the top 3 issue in America. And we can make change happen over here, right here in Hayward, by coming together. It was an effort for me to be here from Saratoga on a weekend, but this is very, very important that we hear the voice of Brenda and we make sure that we take collective action and make sure that justice will be served. I promise you, I will bring together and make sure that our elected officials, law enforcement, our legislators in Sacramento will galvanize behind a common cause to prevent gun violence deaths, to prevent the death of children right on the front door. These things should not ever happen again. We should never have to hear a Brenda weeping for a child. Let's make sure it never happens again. And no justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. Thank you all.
No peace.
I will do my utmost. I'm just so saddened to hear Brenda, and I will make this my mission to make sure that we'll try to find the culprit, and such types of incidents should not ever happen again. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. Rishi Kumar, all the way from Saratoga. People, we need to come together and galvanize our base of support. This is all about a collaborative effort to find solutions, because we have a groupthink mentality here within our collaborators that everyone brings it to the table to find solutions, and that's how we've been very effective in getting results. So this is about putting people before profits, and that's where the cities need to listen, and we even need to get support from the corporations, the businesses. You have to invest in your own future. Otherwise, there is no tomorrow, there is no tomorrow, there is no tomorrow if we don't do something today. Next, we have Tuan No. He is the founder of the hashtag Asians Unite movement, and he's going to speak to you on what's been going on with the Asian community and beyond. But it doesn't matter what color you are. We're all humans, and we are all being victimized. And this affects everyone. You're paying more insurance for your vehicles. You're paying more insurance for your homes. Your vehicle is stolen. Maybe your work closure has affected you. You lost your job. All of this is due to that. It's the insecurities that have been provoked by this out-of-control crime wave. Tuan No, Asians Unite. No justice,
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
Thank you, Edward. I'm sorry for your loss, Brenda. And it's especially tragic because a lot of this crime is preventable if we have policies that protect our communities, if we have leaders that step forward to prioritize public safety, if we have a DA that does not let violent felons onto the street to assault seniors without a proper probation, re-entering, monitoring. We need public safety. Safety is number one. Without safety, we don't have families. We don't have jobs. We don't have businesses. We have nothing but devastation. And that's what we see in our community. Seniors being assaulted, one after another. Just a couple weeks ago, 30 seniors were attacked in one area within 1 week. They were all 50, 60, 70-year-olds that are just living their lives, and they should be able to enjoy their lives with their families and their kids. But no, they're beaten up, they're robbed, and they're in hospitals. That's not cheap. That's not right. That's not fair for people who've lived all their life contributing to society, and for our leaders to turn their backs on our seniors, to turn our backs on mothers, to turn our backs on kids. We have little kids who are dying. How is that right? And yet crime is spreading and more deaths come. They visit Oakland, but it's not just Oakland, it's spreading. We see it in Hayward. We see it in Fremont. We see it in Alameda. The violence, the crime, the robbery, the thefts, the assaults, the cars that go missing and are shot up, houses are sprayed with bullets. How is this, any of this okay or normal? It shouldn't be normal. And yet we see it happening more and more. Something has to change. That starts with our leadership. That starts with us. Come November, we need to vote and we need to prioritize public safety. Because unless we have that, we're gonna see more parents and families that feel the pain of loss. And that just shouldn't be. So I'm here imploring you to get involved, to make a difference, and to work with our elected officials and our law enforcement and our communities to bring back and restore law and order and to make sure that we have public safety. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Tuan No. Now, what are we here to restore law or an order, but go beyond it. We need to look at what problems and challenges we're facing. And there is new technology that's available, and we have to be a part of that rollout of the new technology in the new age of AI. Otherwise, the movies you see like Terminator, RoboCop, it's not just fantasy. That stuff can happen. So we have to play a part in the rollout of the future of technology that's being used to prevent crime. But we need to use the technology and not surrender our civil liberties at the same time. So moving forward together, si se puede, yes we can, make a difference. Si se puede, yes we can. Si se puede, yes we can. Si se puede, yes we can. I'm Edward Escobar. I want to thank you all for joining us here today. And we are moving forward and we are calling and demanding that the city of Hayward do their job in this investigation and bring a solution for Erick Portillo. And also we want to thank Governor Newsom for putting the pressure on the DA's office, on Pamela Price, on Mayor Tao, on other leaders throughout our East Bay and throughout the Bay Area and California for that matter. We want to thank him for increasing that pressure, and please increase it even more because we need results, and don't stop until we get enough results so we can turn the tide around of this crime wave that's way out of control. So thank you all for joining us. I'm Edward Escobar, Coalition for Community Engagement, and the founder of the #Citizens Unite movement. Thank you.